Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to another edition of UGD Live. I am your host, James. Glad to be here. Definitely a jam packed show in store for us today. This is kind of a first. We got three amazing guests who are going to be on here tonight. So we're going to divvy our time up just well, but I'm excited because one is completely new to the platform. This will be his first time coming on. So it's always a delight to bring someone new and introduce someone new to the platform to allow you guys to get to know who this person is and then also to give him the opportunity to learn about our platform, learn about our network and the different platforms that we offer. So there's a lot going on here. Um, so yeah, he's going to be coming on with us. But then we also have two. I'm not going to say regulars, but they both have been on the platform or on the network multiple times. So really, really excited about that. I know you guys are sitting there wondering, okay, well, who is it? So our first guest is going to be Obii, and then we also have Terisa Griffin, and we have Terri Green. So the three of them are going to be joining us tonight. I really just want to start off by thanking you guys. Obviously, you guys are chiming in and looking at the videos and checking out the different things that we have. But I've been seeing a lot of you guys, especially in the comments when we are having these conversations with our guests. And it's always a joy to see people coming in and see people interacting and just enjoying what we have to offer. And there's a lot more. We have a lot of conversations that are confirmed over the next couple weeks. So a lot going on here between, of course, UGD Live, Transcending the Culture, which you can actually see that logo in the background. So Transcending the Culture is on each and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know this week we are just doing hot topics, but next week on the 6th, we are going to have Big Hef. If you're in Cleveland, then I know you know who Big Hef is. If you're not in Cleveland, chances are you probably do if you are in any way, shape, or form connected to the music industry. But he is really, really big. I had the pleasure and the blessing of working with him really over 20 years ago. But there was so much that I was able to take away from him that really fed into this network and everything that I have done in the media realm for the last 24, 25 years. So he is coming on, and this is not his first time on the network as well. So he's coming on. He's actually going to do Transcending the Culture, and then he's going to be on the cover of UG Digital Magazine. So I know you guys have been watching. We just had Philly Whedon, who's here in Cleveland, Ohio, on the cover. We also had Jimmy Gary Gray, actor, director, producer, former sports player. But we've had them on the cover. We've had a lot of other people on the cover as well. Of course, the magazine has been going since 2014. So it's been a lot going on with that. But Big Hef is going to be on the cover. He's also going to be on Transcending the Culture next Wednesday. And now, as of today, well, actually, I can't even announce it yet. So let me leave that alone. But we do have a special guest. We got like a really big special guest who more than likely is going to join us next Wednesday at 6 p.m. So we're just waiting on the official yay before we go ahead and put a flyer out there and announce it. But thank you to you guys, because without you watching, without you supporting, without you being on the social media, we would not be doing as well as we are. Cat Queen, thank you so much for jumping in here. Right, yeah, not yet, but it's coming though. And I definitely want to announce it, but I'm not going to say it yet. But thank you for joining in here on the chat. So I'm gonna kind of cut down on the chatter a little bit and bring our first guest in, because of course we do have three amazing artists who are going to be joining us tonight, one by one. So listen, he is no stranger to the industry. He has been out here really building his brand, building his career. It's not a whole lot that I can say outside of the fact that his artistry is amazing. And I've had the opportunity. Is interesting because when you get introduced to some people, you think that okay, they just have a new song or but he's been putting some music out here for quite a bit of time now. So he is. I would like to say that he's well established in the industry, but he's definitely taking over really a conglomerate of genres. So I mean, you have jazz, you have R, a little bit of R&B, a little bit of soul, classic. Like he is really really good, and I'm really happy to welcome him for the first time to the network, to the platform, here to UGD Live. Everybody join me in welcoming Obii to the platform. How you doing, man?
Child, thank you so much for having me. What a great introduction. You make me sound more
Listen, man,
important than I am.
I'm almost trying to get like, I don't want to say I'm trying to get like Shannon Sharp because I feel like his is rehearsed, man. But I, I can't do it quite like that. But I will
you,
say, man, like
you've, yeah, you've touched something very important. I mean, and it's crazy because I believe everything happens for a reason. Somebody yesterday, I was having a conversation with another artist, and this person was pouring into me, telling me, um, just because you're not mainstream doesn't mean that you're not established.
absolutely.
So hearing you that intro, I was like, did he was he eavesdropping during that conversation yesterday?
Well, you
Now,
know
how
what?
does it happen?
I feel exactly the same way. A lot of people feel like if you're not mainstream, then you're brand new or that you're, not established. But me looking up your music, and that's the beauty of, me being able to actually go back and look it up. Like you got some good music out here, man. Like
Thank
Strange
you,
Fruits,
thank
and
you.
you got some really, really good music. So I would love, absolutely for you to introduce yourself to the audience, but then also kind of dive in and just really talk about what led you to music. Like, how did you get,
Yes.
started with music?
What beautiful questions. Yes, my name is Obi. Um,
So I did say that right. So
you did, you
I
did.
was I was like, oh man, I
You,
think I'm butchering it, and it's only
you
four letters.
certainly,
I'm like,
you certainly did say it right. Yes,
okay,
I'm Obi. I'm an artist. I'm a singer songwriter and a couple of other things. Um, I like to consider myself genre agnostic, but I think because my I got my start in jazz. Jazz is definitely a key word that is
yeah,
very closely connected to Obi.
absolutely,
As you can tell from my accent, I'm not from here, and when I mean here, I mean the U.S. I
yeah,
was born and raised in Italy,
okay.
in the outskirts of northern Italy, in a
It's funny you
place
say
that.
that. It's funny you say Italy, man, because that's like when people think of like their bucket list place or like their dream place to go to, mine is Venice. So like
Oh yeah,
I literally was just looking at the travel agent website 2 days ago trying to book a trip to Venice because
you've
I
got
want to
to.
go so bad.
You've got to
I'm
visit
planning
Italy.
on it in the next year. I'm planning on going.
You haven't seen beauty if you haven't visited Italy. Beauty
Yeah,
is everywhere.
yeah.
But yeah, I born and raised there. I am the first child of Nigerian immigrants,
Okay,
hence my name Obi. I got my start, of course, in Italy, and then once I turned of age, I moved to the UK.
okay,
Um, I'd like to say my musical journey was incubated in Italy, but I really started taking those active steps
right.
in London, South London. I've done everything that people do, singers do, to through their singing. So background vocalist, session vocalist. I
Okay,
was a regular, if you will, upstairs at the Ronnie Scott's Jazz Club. That's
okay,
really where that musical identity started cultivating itself.
okay,
And around 2020, I moved to the States.
okay,
And, as of right now, I'm based in Austin, Texas.
okay.
So whether the question, I think one of the question was, where did the music start? I know you heard it before and it's been said before and it's going to continue to be said, but it's very hard for me to think about a moment where music was not part of my narrative.
Right.
Right. Many times we have an intuition, a born innate intuition that through learn about yourself, you're able to actualize. Okay, I think the word I'm looking for is singer. I think
Okay, yeah.
that's what it is, right? So, music has always been a part of my journey. My father is I owe my musical taste to my dad, who is a informed music connoisseur.
Okay.
Um, my musical journey really started with soul music. So, my dad being a collector of vinyls, Lionel Richie, Otis Redding,
Oh
Isley
wow.
Brothers,
Yeah.
Donny Hathaway,
Like the pure soul. Yeah.
pure 60s, 70s soul.
Yeah.
And that's where I started to learn how to sing. But then, really, which may come as a surprise, jazz really came into fruition much later in life. But once I found jazz, it was almost a situation of where have you been all my life? My prime, my principal um, inspiration is Miss Sarah Vaughan, the Divine
Oh
One.
yeah. Yeah.
And I owe 80 to 90% of my vocal style on her,
Yeah.
from her. So
It's
it's
amazing when you it's amazing just going back and hearing the voices of like the Sarah Vaughns and the Billie
yes,
Holidays and
yes,
the Dion, like the Dionne Warwicks, and like,
yes.
hearing what they were doing now. And it's crazy because as connected as I am to music, I had a guest on the show within the past week, and she recently redid a song from Dionne Warwick. And as many times as I've heard this song sampled, I never knew Dionne Warwick like was the originator of the
Hmm.
song. But then it's
Yes,
like when you listen to Dionne Warwick's version, it's just like, damn, like nobody is singing like this anymore. Like
absolutely,
I get,
absolutely,
I get it. I absolutely get it.
absolutely. And that's what I've done. I spent a lot of my formative years isolating myself
Yeah.
with all this music to really learn my identity. It's beautiful that you mentioned that, I've got quite a bit of content out there, but really most of my musical content comes from the last 12 months
Okay.
because, I'm a big believer in taking your time with
Absolutely.
your honing your musical identity. So I got to a
Absolutely.
point where I felt confident about this is who I am. So most of the material that is out for me right now is live content. I live material. I proudly consider myself a live singer that records, as opposed to a recording artist that does live stuff.
Yeah. And I love that. And it's interesting that you say that because as I pulled your album up and it's all live, I'm like, this is a live singer. Like
Yes,
this is a live
thank you,
singer. He's not just a singer who's doing a live project. And there's a big difference between the two. So
Mhm.
I'm glad you noted that.
Thank you. And I've learned to sing live again. Years of background vocals, being a background vocalist,
Yeah.
years of session singing. And all of my favorite artists are what I would consider live. I mean, Sarah Vaughan, Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's something about listening to them on record, but seeing them live, it's like
Yeah.
you're
It's something
overwhelmed.
about like
Yes,
there's something too, and it's interesting that you say that. Man, I love the fact that you're here on the platform. Like this is really good. But
yes,
one of the things I was just telling somebody else, like I love going to if I go to a concert or I go and see somebody, at a show, I love going to like the intimate setting where they
hmm,
have like the acoustics in the background and you can hear
yes,
all the instruments.
yes,
And like I just saw Cat Queen, she's my business partner.
yes,
We just went and saw Eric Roberson a few weeks ago,
yes,
and
yes,
God, that was like one of the best shows that I've seen in a long time. Like you have artists like yourself, of course, but then you have like the Eric Robersons, and you have the oh, what's his name? It'll come back to me, but there's a
yes,
handful of singers
yes.
who, just like you said, like they are live singers who they are,
Some
they're live artists who just happen to, you know.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I'm telling you, some of my most cherished memories that I know I'm gonna continue. They're gonna be part of a nice light show at the end of my life. Was Ronnie Scott's being at the Ronnie Scott Jazz Club in London every
Yeah.
Tuesday, 10 p.m. till 2 a.m.
Uh-huh.
People drunk out of their mind. You can
Yeah.
see, you know, you can see anything because it's so
Yeah.
smoky,
Yeah.
and I'm just there singing the blues till 2 a.m.
And
You know, shout
music
out
is
to
so healing. Like music
yes,
is so healing. So like I know that I get exactly what you're saying, and I want to shout out Ron Ledford too because he's
I
here
love. Yeah,
in the
yeah,
chat,
I know.
and he also mentioned Strange Fruit.
Yes,
He said Strange Fruit is so haunting, and it's moving. Uh,
yes, yes, and I'm very interested in doing music that excites me and that
yeah.
thrills me. There's a lot of carbon copy. There's a lot of
Hmm.
people looking what others are doing to try and
Uh-huh.
crack the code. All of the artists that I look up to are singular, unique artists that are just you could almost call them by just their first name. That's how singular they
Yeah.
are,
Yeah.
and they didn't get there just by looking at what other people were doing.
Yeah.
So I'm saying this to say that it was a very, very, very focused decision to make my debut as with live stuff, right?
Yeah.
One would assume why wasn't there a studio like your typical studio? But again, it's almost like a love letter to my identity. And
Yeah. Like to
again,
me,
all
you
of
get
my
more out of it. Like to
yes,
like a live project. I can take away more from a live project than I can, something
yes,
that was manufactured in the studio. And
mhm,
and I'm not saying
yes,
that artists don't work hard in the studio, but I
yeah,
just think it takes a whole nother type of a beast to
yes,
put together a live project and to make it cohesive and make it
yeah.
work and sound good.
Definitely, definitely. And the studio stuff is coming for sure. But looking at my favorite artists, all of them, what I've noticed that all of my favorite artists had live material.
Yeah,
So I'm talking about Donny Hathaway live 1971 at the Troubadour, Los Angeles.
yeah,
Ella Fitzgerald live at Berlin 1960, for which she won a Grammy Hall of Fame for a live
uh-huh,
album. Sarah Vaughan live at Tivoli Ballroom. Billie Holiday live at Newport Jazz Festival, Carnegie Hall. Judy
absolutely.
Garland live at Carnegie Hall. So it felt very logical for me to start with that, right?
Absolutely.
And I'm also a little bit of the opinion that you can really see who the true artist is when you see them live. So whenever there's a song that I like to kind of like, I want to see the live version of this.
Yeah.
So yes, so there's a live album now, and there's a live EP coming out in 2 weeks now.
Okay.
Which is going to be a little bit of more of an intimate acoustic, as you mentioned, and which is going to be a bridge between the live material and the studio material that hopefully will come out early 2026. But again, going back to what you mentioned at the beginning, most artists that get to the show kind of have, I've got a single coming out tonight, right? I'm very grateful of this moment in my life when there's the feedback and the love has been amazing, and
Yeah.
I'm getting nourished from it. I'm allowing myself to be nourished from it. Where I am not rushing the
Right.
process for the
Yeah.
sake of commerce, for the sake of you got this open window. It's
Yeah.
gonna be closed. You have to
Yeah.
like right.
Yeah.
It's
And that's how a lot of the labels work. So that's why I honestly love the independent, I love the independence of, doing this and putting your project out as opposed to being with the major labels because I think that you get a chance to see much more of what it takes to really make, success out of it. And there's a certain level of authenticism that you deliver through your music. And I notice
thank
why you're so successful. Like the
thank
minute I mentioned to somebody that I was interviewing you, they knew who you were and they said he's amazing. Like he's going to be a great
thank you.
conversation. I
Thank you.
mentioned you to Ron Ledford, and the first thing he said is he is amazing. Like everybody that's hearing your music, like they're getting that from you. So I can appreciate that very much.
And I thank God for that. I thank God for you all. Again, I'm very humbled by my imposter syndrome, I like to call it unmerited love, but
Listen,
it's
we all got it.
But I'm truly grateful. I'm really looking forward what's gonna
Yeah,
come next. Yeah.
absolutely. I actually kind of want you to go back a little bit because
Yes,
you came up in Italy and
I
then
did.
you relocated to the UK once you were of age. What was what was music like in Italy?
Yeah.
Um, like
Beautiful
why
question.
did you feel like you needed to? And UK is a it's a great place to go. Like there's so much music coming out of the UK. I actually just interviewed somebody maybe a month ago, Nardia, and she's
Mm-hmm.
from the UK. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're and she's kind of the same thing as far as like blues and
Yeah.
soul and R&B. And she's
Mm-hmm.
actually here in the States now doing a little small tour. But
Yes.
there's a lot of amazing music coming from the UK, and I know how quickly they grab at soul music and R&B as opposed to
Certainly.
here in the United States. But what made you want to leave Italy though?
That's a beautiful question. I'm gonna try and explain it it's in the best way.
Yeah.
Um, I I am Obii is an intersection of different identities and
Mhm.
different layers. I was born in Italy because I identify myself Italian, but I'm also Nigerian. Um, I'm also guess Italians. Most Italians don't look like me as well,
Right.
so I'm very much the product of never truly belonging anywhere. I'm Italian,
Right.
but I'm not really accepted by Italians, white Italians. Not really accepted by Nigerians because I'm not from Nigeria. I wasn't born in
Yeah.
Nigeria. So it was always, and again, I'm a millennial, so I'm a child of MTV. So, I was watching TV and seeing all these shows, right? MTV Super Sweet 16 and all of this. I'm like, I want to be there, right? I want to be there.
Yeah.
And so when I moved to the UK, it was a time where it was before Brexit, meaning that one could literally get on the plane and just move somewhere else without no type of like documentation needed, right?
Yeah. Right.
So it was coming. My move to the UK was coming from a place of not feeling like I belonged in Italy and understanding. Again, I come from a very small, insular, sheltered village in Italy. I don't come from the main ones. It was 5,000, less than 5,000 people where I'm from.
Okay.
One traffic light, one primary school. We don't have a high school because we're not that big. The last bus is at 7 p.m. After
Wow.
that, and there's one bakery shop, one church. So very, very, very small.
Yeah.
So I always felt the desire and the visceral desire to experience the world. I consider
Absolutely.
myself a citizen of the world.
And then to be able to do something like this, given what you've described, you would have to get away from there
Yes.
in order
Yes.
to make anything. In order for any of this to be possible, you would have to
Yeah.
step away from it.
And speaking of stepping away, not only did I step away from it locally or geographically, I also stepped away from Italy, when it comes to like my mind, meaning that a lot of the time that I spent in London, I didn't tell people that I was Italian. I
Gotcha.
wanted to almost blend in,
Yeah.
right? Almost come across as American, if you will.
Yeah.
But as you grow up, as you grow older, you realize that you're just a composite of everything that you have been
Absolutely.
exposed to, and it's really hard for somebody to completely delete 20 years of your
Yeah.
existence that you spent somewhere.
And it makes you who you are. That's
Absolutely.
part of what makes you unique as an artist is that
Absolutely. And
yeah,
I will give you I'll give America that in terms of like you all helped me accept my Italian side because it became something that was celebrated here. My
right. And it's
accent.
so diverse here and such a melting pot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So now my Italian side, my Italian musical taste still shows up in my set list, still shows up in, one of my favorite singers is actually an Italian singer, Mina Mazzini, who is our Italian response to Judy Garland, who was heavily inspired by Sarah Vaughan. And Sarah Vaughan was really aware of Mina Mazzini as a singer. I do a tribute to her in one of my, which is actually on my lap, both my live album and a live EP that's coming out. I do an Italian rendition of one of their songs. So, yeah, to answer your question, Live in Italy was just, it never felt like a mission. It just felt like it just makes sense. I want to see the world.
Yeah,
I want to see what's out there. And I
definitely.
know that the type of career and the type of dreams that I had was impossible for me to do
Yeah.
where I was from.
No, I think it's amazing, man. And again, like you have an amazing product that I feel is going to continue to do well. You said that you have a
Honestly,
you said that you have an EP that's going to be coming out in 2 weeks.
it's August 8th.
Okay.
The EP is called Live at Bruno's. It's
Okay.
another live material. It's a more packed um answer to my first live album, right? The live album is around 11 tracks. This is only a 4 track, but it contains some jazz standards like Summertime. It contains some soul classics, Free, Sweet Love. There's some originals as well. It's coming out on, again, August 8th. Some of the music videos, all of the music videos from that live EP, that was an EP that was filmed and recorded at the same time, are already available on YouTube. But when it comes to like the main digital media outlets, streaming outlets, if you will, it will be available everywhere. August the 8th.
Okay. No, I'm
Yes.
excited, man. I'm definitely looking forward to that. The beauty is that I've had the opportunity to go back and actually pick up, and listen to, the music that you've had out there. So we mentioned Strange Fruit again, but then there's
Range
Easy.
through.
There's,
Easy.
Jet Bag Lady.
Yes.
Like you have a lot of good music out there. Of all the music that you've put out, say over this last year or so, what's been your favorite, or what do you feel has served you the most?
It all started with Strange Fruit.
Okay.
And let me tell you how it started. I was rehearsing with my band. I've watched the 2019 Billie Holiday documentary so many times. I can't even tell you how many times I watched it. And I was on my way to rehearsals. I was watching the documentary again, the 2019 one. Yes, Sweet Love Anita Baker. Yes, it will be in the EP. Um, so I was watching the documentary, and there was a whole section about strange fruit, and I like to call them. People call it inspiration. I call it rumbles in my stomach. Whenever I talk about rumbles in my stomach, because
Yeah.
that's how inspiration comes to me. To some people, inspiration comes in the form of a headache. To
Yeah.
some people, inspiration comes in the form of jittery. To me, it's a rumbles in my stomach. So I was
Gotcha.
listening to Strange Fruit, which is a song that I've been familiar with for the longest time, and I started getting rumbles in my stomach of like, I feel like this is something that I could do something with. So I texted Michael, who I recorded Strange Fruit with, asking him, "Do you know Strange Fruit as a song?" He was like, "Yes, I do." So we went to rehearsals, and we were rehearsing the song, and my another band member videoed me on the couch just rehearsing Strange Fruit. And he told me, "You should post this little clip on social media." And I was like, "Absolutely no. I don't like the way I look. The lighting is horrible. I don't have a haircut. My beard is not shaved. We're not doing
Yeah.
that." But he kept on pushing me. Finally, he gave in. I gave in. And that same video now has almost 1 million views
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
That video of me not shaved,
Just natural though.
horrible, just look it toe up. Let's just go ahead and say that. Let's just go ahead and say that I was not looking my best on
But
the
that's
stage.
okay though. Like, people take to, like, when they know that it's natural and it's not manufactured, and it's that, like, people
Yeah,
take to that. People really dig
yes.
that.
It's that's I was overwhelmed by the reaction.
Yeah.
People I received some of the most humbling and overwhelmingly positive comments I've ever received ever. So I thought, okay, well, since they really like that, 30 seconds clip. Let me give them actually something to listen to. So I that's where all the live album situations started
Yeah.
taking place. It was like, well, if I was going to record Saints Fruit, why don't I record the whole show? Which is what happened. And so everything, us meeting right now, it all started from Strange Fruit. And
Okay.
I owe a lot to that. I owe a lot to Billie Holiday. I owe a lot to. I always say that before I sing this song because I sing it every show that I do. I I'm just a boy in 2025 singing Strange Fruit in a day and age where people might say it's actually popular to be counted current. For Billie Holiday, a black woman, to sing a song like that 86 years ago, 1939, 25 years before, around before civil rights era, for her to
Right.
sing a song about lynching a black woman, I my that's another level of strength.
Yeah.
I'm just humbled to play a single grain of sense like part in her overwhelming legacy.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have her strength. She was singing about things that were happening, and this strange fruits are still hanging. Let's just say that as well. But in 1939, for me to be 85, 86 years removed from that situation
Hmm.
and still being able to evoke so much reaction from a song like that speaks
Yeah.
about her strength.
Absolutely. What would you say if you had to think back to anything that you feel like you may have have been able to learn or take away from just her and her presence? What would you say it was that you learned from her just in knowing about her legacy and doing this song that you feel has helped you in your career?
So much, but I also read her biography, Lady Sings the Blues.
Okay.
I read her there's also a audiobook. She once this was later on in the late 50s when she was a couple of years removed from her untimely passing,
Mhm.
where the drugs and the her just her lifestyle really started taking a toll on her. And that was a time where a lot of folks were dying. Charlie Parker, Lester Young,
Yeah.
Billie Holiday, stay away from jazz and liquor. That was
Yeah.
what they would say, right? And
Yeah.
an interviewer asked her, why so many talented jazz artists pass away so early, so young? And she said, well, we try and live 10 lives in one day.
Yeah.
And that spoke to me so beautifully. There's such a ocean of wisdom and there's such an ocean of experiences in that single, so poignant. We try and live 10 lives in one day, and I relate to that. I have had, continue to have my struggles with and journeys with mental health.
Yeah.
I also oftentimes attempt to live 10 lives in the span of 24
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah. I
That's
think
just
anybody in this industry is
yes.
is guilty of that because I've done that
Yes.
piece of it. I've had my struggle with the on the mental health side
Yes.
too, and just like so
Yes.
many others. So it's very relatable. I love that.
Very relatable. And I felt related to her and I felt seen. And it's something that, again, mental health is a day by day journey,
Absolutely.
but it's there's something to be said and it's something worth to be experienced, being able to feel the highs of musicianship and music making while still being able to preserve your sanity. um, in each and every one of us, there's a duality that resides. One identity of ours looks for creation, procreation, preservation. Our
Yeah.
other side looks for destruction,
Absolutely.
looks for nihilism, and this is true for everyone. So music and art is a place where both identities coexist at the same time,
Hmm.
right? And it's up to us to kind of like allow ourselves see which parts takes precedence and which
Right.
parts overpowers the other. It's a choreography. It's a dance that's very hard. It's beautiful, but it's a very hard choreography that we play. You know,
Absolutely.
good and bad, evil and good, cleanliness and dirt, sin and sanctity,
Yeah.
which are all thematics that are also transpired in my songwriting. I talk a lot about that as well in my songwriting. Songs like Easy come from that. Easy is about me once again attempting this thing people call sobriety, and feeling like I want something to make this moment easy.
Right.
But it's kind of like that question: do you want $5 now, or do you want $100 in 2 weeks?
Right.
And
Right.
many times, a lot of folks have been through the same struggles that I've been through. We want the $5 now because we need to feel easy now.
Yeah.
So it won't save you from yourself. Maybe eradicate the pain, make it easy. That's what I sing in the song. And again, that's kind of the things that I talk about in my songwriting as well. That's why I'm so connected to folks like, Nina Simone. Oh my gosh, another one, Billie
Yeah.
Holiday, because it's it takes a special kind of brain to be able to be an artist. It's not an easy. It's a beautiful, but it's not an easy life sometimes.
Yeah. We got a question from Ron Lefford. Who would be your dream duet?
Well, the person is passed away already. I mean, no. Let me just be realistic. I could never sing with Sarah. I wouldn't be able to utter a word. Lauren Hill comes to mind.
Yeah.
Still waiting for the next album, just like everybody else is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lauren Hill comes to mind.
And who does she did was it Nina Simone that she
she
did?
she
Yeah.
executive produced the soundtrack. Yeah, she did
Yeah.
Feeling Good. Um, can you imagine if I was thinking about that the other day? I was like, if she ever came in touch with My Virtual Strange Fruit and found her way to kind of sample it the way she sampled Feeling Good in that Nina Simone soundtrack that
Yeah.
we're talking about. Definitely, Lauren Hill will come to mind. Just yeah, I would say Stevie Wonder. I mean, Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder. I mean, one of the last living legends that we have, true living legends. People,
Yeah.
somebody that really soundtracked our life. Those are people that come to mind right now. I'm sure there's more.
Yeah. Um, Listen, this has been really amazing, man. We definitely have to do this again. Get you back on the platform. I want you to mention. I want you to talk about your. You said the EP is going to be coming out again in 2 weeks, just to make sure that
Yes.
everybody got it.
August 8th.
Okay.
And that same day, if you are in Houston, planning to be in Houston, I'm performing the live EP at So
Okay.
Far Sounds. So Far Sounds has been, it's a company that's been very good to me. So I'll be live at So Far Sounds in Houston, August the 8th. And I'll be premiering the live EP and all this, all of my songs. Yes, I'll also do Strange Fruit, of course. And yes, as of right now, again, we are taking our time with this process. We are
I
not
love.
rushing it.
Yeah, I love
We
it.
are we are savoring each interview, each opportunity. Anyone that just like you, James, and I'd like to take a second, of course, to truly thank you for this opportunity. I've been a fan of yours for a long time, and I know the caliber of artists that come on your show. And
Wow.
kind of talking about imposter syndrome, kind of like, why me? Like, is it because
I swear to
why
God, I'm
me?
sitting here like, is he talking about me or what?
I am
Wait.
talking about James Johnson, the person that I've got in
I,
front right now. Absolutely,
I appreciate
most
that, man,
definitely,
because oh wow, I appreciate
most,
that. Thank
most
you.
definitely, most definitely. It is. Yes, it's very important that people, and I want people to understand that yes, we see those stars, we see those folks out there, just being such beacon of light, but people don't understand that what we're doing right now is that it takes a village. It takes a
Absolutely.
village. It takes a village, and many times the help that you've all give to folks like me, it doesn't always translate into a material reimbursement or material turnaround,
Absolutely.
right? As far as I know, James is doing it from the place of perhaps respecting what I do,
I
and
Well,
that's
you
and
know what
that's the
it is?
currency, and that's the
Yeah,
currency that I
absolutely.
that speak to me.
You know what it is? I'm absolutely doing it from a perspective of, of appreciation. I have a true and genuine appreciation for what it is that you're doing. I love kind of the struggle of it all, and you going through all of the pieces and parts of trying to put your career together, but then this is also a passion for me. So it's just like you said, like a lot of the stuff that we do, it does not always translate to anything material, or at least not right away. It
Yes,
takes time, and people would always ask, what's something that you would do for free? And the first thing you're thinking is, I'm not doing nothing for free. But at the end of the day, I would do this for free. I don't
yes,
do it for the money. I don't do it for the money of it at all. Like I'm literally, and I've gone to school, gotten a degree, so I mean, I can go and work for an MTV or BET or CNN or whomever it is.
yes,
I like the kind of the grit and grind of building my own platforms and my own
absolutely.
network, and being able to push something that I know is genuinely helping the viewer and the audience. Like I can see these people here, and there's people on YouTube, there's people on Facebook, there's people on all of the platforms who are watching, and they come back time after time because of what I'm delivering and how I deliver it, and it's from the heart and it's genuine. So I love what I'm doing. Like I jumped at the idea or the opportunity of bringing you onto the platform because I always want to bring somebody new on, but then also I love a live project, man. Like I love a live artist who, and the artist I was trying to think about before was Raheem Devon.
Oh
Like
yes,
it's
yes,
like a handful of artists who do, like they're genuine live artists. Like they do live
yes.
shows and like intimate shows, and I love it. So you're one of those artists. I appreciate everything it is that you're bringing to the industry because I feel like what you have is something that's been long lost.
So,
Um, there was a period where, you really looked forward to a lot of the music that was coming out, and now it's like you kind of don't necessarily know what you're gonna get. So, when somebody like you comes along, it's like, wow, like it still works, like it's still here, it's still good artists here
thank you,
who are
thank
really doing this and who love it and enjoy it. And the fact that you're taking your time through the entire process, like to me, that speaks volumes because everybody wants to microwave everything. Everybody
you.
wants it to be done and ready and out and selling and making lots of money. And it takes time, man. You gotta build the audience. And you're doing that.
Abs- Absolutely. It's just that's the only way I know how to do it.
Yeah,
I've tried to do it when I was younger in different ways, right? But this is the only way I truly know how to do it. And kind
yeah,
of to piggyback what you were saying, what we're doing is, these are the stories that we're gonna feel proud of telling
absolutely.
others. Hey, this is my journey. This is my. Don't think this came overnight, right? And most stories worth being told are stories that have ups and downs, heaps and valleys, right? Peaks and valleys, rather. So again, I do not see your support. Um, I see it. I
Yeah.
see it. I take it. I receive it, and I'm looking forward for the future. I look forward to live shows. I'm looking forward to more records. I'm looking forward to more music.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to the EP. So we'll do some things
Mhm.
centered around the release of that, and running some things here. Of course, we'll get the music uploaded to the radio station so that then it's spinning for you as well. Where can people find you on social media?
Yes, great question. The good thing is that it's one handle and it's one handle for everything, right? It's this is Obii. This is OBII. That's for Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud. Yes, I'm still one of the folks that still uses SoundCloud avidly. I Apple Music, every TikTok, Facebook, everything is this is Obii. I am most active on Instagram
Okay.
and SoundCloud. I use SoundCloud for dropping like silent releases. I'm
Yeah.
also of that school. I like to drop like, oh, you thought that was on SoundCloud for like 2 months? Yeah, I just didn't
Yeah.
know. I love doing things like that.
Yeah.
But yes, as I said, we're taking our time, and we are savoring each and every moment, this one included. And yeah, we're looking forward to the future.
Okay, man. Any kind of final words before I let you go?
Just keep supporting us. It
Absolutely.
takes a village. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Um, and tell your anyone that's in touch with promoters, anyone that's in touch with radio stations, anyone that has access to bookers, put them on us, put them on me. Tell them about Obii, tell them about the Sunflower. I would love to meet everyone. I would love to meet folks all around the US and more internationally. The best, the highest currency is word of mouth.
Absolutely.
Word of mouth
Absolutely.
has a lot of power. So I put my trust in you all.
Hey, listen, man, I am tremendously grateful to you. I really appreciate you taking the time. I appreciate the comments because that imposter syndrome is real, man. So like I get I promise
It's,
I get it too, but I truly
yes.
appreciate you. I appreciate your words. We
Yes.
definitely will do this again. We
And
will absolutely be working on some things centered around your EP release for August 8th.
August 8th. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You have a good evening.
Bye bye.
Listen, y'all, we are cooking. I appreciate y'all for checking this out. That was an amazing conversation that I got a chance to have with him. I got two people waiting on me now. So we are getting ready to get started with my next one. Each of these are only going to be about 5 to 10 minutes. They are family already. They have been on the platform and on the network quite a few times already. So we are just doing some updates. They both got some new music coming out. One of them, listen, she got you dancing all over the floor, but we're gonna get to that later. Um, I am going to actually move over to Miss Teresa Griffin. What's happening, family?
Hi, how are you?
Doing amazing. How are you?
No complaints, no regrets.
Listen, you looking good over there. How you been?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm touring now. I just finished a lot of events that I do for kids, and
I
in the middle of it, I was touring, so it's been a lot, but I'm
listen.
blessed.
You are taking over these city wineries now.
I hope so.
Like
I
what?
hope that I can sell out every one.
Like how has touring been going for you?
It's been really busy, to be
Okay.
honest. I just did the Alpha National Convention, and then I flew in to Richmond and did a Yule something, some event there, and then I flew back to Chicago and I gave away 100 Foot Lockers to kids to go off to college. And
Oh wow.
I'm Black Woman Expo this weekend, and oh my gosh, Terry Hunter house music with Yolanda Adams and a bunch of other people
Ooh.
on the
Okay.
12th, and then I'll be in Atlanta. Uh, August the 27th, doing a lounge. It's a lounge wear social soulful evening that I'm doing there.
Oh wow. Okay. So we're gonna get into all these blessings that you got going on in a couple minutes. I just want to backtrack about 2 seconds so I can formally introduce you to the platform because I know everybody don't know you like I know you.
I
So
understand.
I want you all to help me to welcome family UGD extended family, Miss Terisa Griffin to the platform. I am so grateful to you for coming on. I know we're only talking a couple minutes, but I thought it was necessary because you got new music.
Yeah, When You're Around Me has done really well, and
Yeah.
now we're dropping Oh my goodness, we're dropping I Want Him to Be Mine. And Stevie Wonder's radio station already started playing it out in LA. So yay.
How does how does that feel to be able to say Stevie Wonder's radio station is playing?
You know what? It is very surreal, to be very
Yeah,
honest about it. It's extremely surreal. Every entertainer, every singer should want Stevie Wonder's okay, on their music. And they were
absolutely.
already playing When You're Around Me. So the program director there was like, I'm gonna let Stevie hear this other one. And I was like, wow, wow. He said yes.
I think that that is so
So
amazing, and
amazing.
it's really a testament to who you are as an artist and what you bring to the table, and the fact that they hear your music and they want to support and they want to play it on their stations.
It's amazing. I mean, because you know how hard it is to get um, radio to
Absolutely,
start playing or even stick with you that long. And to be
absolutely.
honest, I'm really excited because October I get to do his Soul Fest, the radio station Soul Fest out in LA. So
Okay,
yay!
look at you. No, I think that is really really amazing. So your latest single, "When You're Around," what inspired that song? Like it's doing so well and is resonating with so many people. Like where did the inspiration come from in you doing that and putting it together?
My marriage, the fact that I'm still in love with my husband, that is amazing these days, and I think this is marriage season right now.
Yeah.
This is like everybody's getting married this season, and
Uh-huh.
so that's a huge thing. People getting married, and you really want them to fall in love with your music, and the fact that they're like, oh, keep singing to my wedding. I've done a couple of weddings where some of my fans was like, this is perfect for my wedding. And I'm like, well,
Yeah.
play it. They're like, oh, Teresa, can you come and sing it? So I've been able to make some loot,
Listen,
coming to sing my song.
I think that that is beautiful. The biggest things to me about that song is the vulnerability. Like how important has it been for you to be vulnerable in your music?
It's been a very huge awakening for me when I really write about love and the honesty of it all. It does something to people, and they know if you're genuine, they know if you're full of it, and so because I don't want them to ever see me in a light of dishonesty, you have to give them that honest. So when I start singing those lyrics, it is really writing a story about me and him and what we've gone through. Some of it wasn't good, but
Yeah,
it's been great. And to say that this book of love right now is doing so well, because More Than a Woman it's a book of love. It's a book of loss. It's finding love, beginning love, all of that. And it's very important to be honest when you're writing.
absolutely, absolutely. You have built what it is. I mean, when you think of just outright remarkable, like you have built a very very strong foundation and a very strong career independently, which is not easy. Like you've been independent, and here you are. You're touring heavily, and you're with the best of the best. What has your journey taught you about just remaining strong, keeping the faith, and persevering?
Wow. So my journey, as you know, has been a long, beautiful journey, but it definitely has been long,
Yeah,
to say the least. I put some light on me. It's definitely been long, to say the least. And right now, I get to enjoy it more,
yeah,
and I get to say, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this, and
absolutely.
I don't have to apologize to anybody else for who I am and my honesty.
Hmm.
So I'm really grateful that I'm an independent artist, and that now I'm connecting on a different level with new fans, not just my old fans. They knew it, they were vested in me. They find joy in knowing that other people are, starting to really embrace my music. And I have to say I don't have any regrets about it, because I don't have to sing something I don't like for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You hear some artists going, I don't like this and I don't like that, but they made me sing it, and I'm not really that type of artist. And thank you, Ronald. And I am just grateful, to be able to just be myself. unapologetically,
Absolutely.
on an independent level.
You have you have worked with so many legends. I mean, we started off and you were naming the Yolanda Adams, who when I think of one of my best and favorite interviews, Yolanda Adams all day long.
Yeah.
But you've worked with some true legends.
Will
Yeah,
Downing,
yeah. Diana Ross.
Diana Ross, Patti
Like,
LaBelle. I've opened for Uncle Charlie, Charlie
who-
Wilson, for those of y'all who don't
yeah, and,
understand.
and and that's another one who probably one of my best like I think I probably talked on the phone with him for 2.5 hours.
Oh, let's not leave out Frankie Beverly.
Yes,
And I was personally asked to open for the OJs, which really, that did, oh my God, it did my heart
yeah,
something else, something else. So,
yeah,
and I'm just talking about the legends, right now,
absolutely,
not to
absolutely.
discredit anybody else.
Yeah,
And even Gregory Porter, who's, he's been on the scene for a while, but he's, but in jazz, he's all of that. And we won't forget Will Downing. Hey, Will, love you.
when you look at all of the people who you have been able to work with and you've been able to grace the stage with, what is the biggest thing that you've been able to take away from all of them, that you feel is helping you still today?
Don't argue with the sound guy. That's one.
Because he gonna mess it up if you tick him off, he gonna really mess it up.
Ooh, you're gonna have a toe up throat if you do.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
and and always be honest and genuine with your fans. You're really never too busy for them. Even when you're feeling crappy, even when it's not your best day, it might be their only opportunity to see you. And so you need to appreciate the fact that those are the people who really pay your bills. So be kind as possible. Even
Absolutely,
even on a bad day, be as kind as you possibly can.
absolutely. Um, so you're so when you're around, that's already out there. Is doing extremely well. So your next single, when are you looking at actually releasing that?
Well, hopefully in September we'll be able to release it officially. We're working on the video concept right now, and
Okay, okay.
it's something else because crazy enough, Terry Hunter and I, the remix of this song was actually in consideration for a Grammy. So the fact that uh, that jumped off way ahead of time was really interesting.
That's got to be a beautiful feeling. Like I'm just thinking like that has to be a beautiful feeling.
It is an amazing feeling for somebody to say, I like this. And since it came out now at this time, let's go ahead and nominate it.
Yeah.
So timing is everything. And so is knowing what the Academy is about and all of that. That's,
Uh,
it's a lot of different factors that go into that. Because some people say, oh, you should have a Grammy. But it's a lot of
mhm,
different factors and people that go into getting a Grammy.
absolutely. No, I think it's amazing. I'm so happy that you came on to talk about the new single, to talk about when you're around. What else can we look out for you in the immediate? And I know you're doing the city wineries and you're out there touring.
Actually, I'm going to ask everybody to just go to my website, terisagriffin.com, because what I'm going to be doing is lounge wear shows. I want to be comfortable for the rest of my life. Now, that don't mean I ain't going to be sexy. We don't take that out. But because now I've really embraced that lounging part of myself. So I wear pajamas every day. These are pajamas. I wear
Yeah,
them every day, but I wear dressy, a dressy look. And so
yeah.
I'm going to be doing a series of loungewear
Okay.
shows, asking people to come and lounge with me and socially,
Do you
just
know?
kind of chill.
Do you know how much people are really gonna enjoy that? I mean, hell, they walk around Walmart in pajamas right now, but I'm just saying they gonna want to look good though, like to
Oh,
come in your loungewear and really enjoy the show and something intimate and up close and Listen, I'm ready. Like, when is the show? When are you coming to Cleveland?
look, when I'm coming to Cleveland, huh?
Yeah,
Well, you know what? I have a girlfriend there named Monday, and they are actually working on that date. So I will be in Cleveland this fall.
listen,
This
I'm
fall,
waiting.
y'all look out because
I am
I'm
so
coming
waiting.
back to Cleveland, is what I'm
We are
saying. I'm coming back.
so waiting. Um, I'm so grateful to you for taking the time. Obviously, this is not the first time that you've been on the network or on
I'm
any of the
grateful
shows.
to you. I'm
So I'm
grateful to
so
you.
grateful to you. Like, this is, And I feel like I tell you every time I talk to you and everybody else, like, this is nothing but love and passion. And like, I love this media thing. I love being able to talk to people like yourself. And the fact that you're taking the time to even come on my platform, I'm so grateful to you.
I know what my bread and butter is. Okay. I'm an independent. Okay.
I
So
know.
no, I'm grateful to you. Thank you for having me on. Thank
You are
you.
so welcome. Any type of final words or comments?
Join me in Atlanta on August the 27th. I'm in Chicago, not too far from you, on August the 23rd. Hey, it's a
Okay.
loungewear evening, a soulful, simmering loungewear evening. So come lounge with me.
I'm gonna have to get back to Atlanta. The crazy thing is I'm going to Atlanta this weekend.
Stop it.
I'm going Saturday because my birthday is next Tuesday. So I usually try to go on my birthday and turn up a little bit and all that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna have to get back down there. Maybe that 27th might actually look pretty good. I might be able to get down there and come to the show because I don't want to wait till you come to Cleveland. That might not be till December or something.
Ooh, I'm hoping that it's somewhere around November, but definitely I'm coming.
That's a
Yeah.
long ways.
It is, it is, it
I need to
is.
get to a show before that.
But if
So
I see you in Atlanta, ooh, watch me do this song for you.
okay. Listen, don't make me really come. Like
I will sing it to you, baby.
I really am thinking about coming down there now on the 27th. I'm gonna tell my publicist I think I'm coming back on the 27th. So now that's cool. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, social media. Where can people find you on social media?
Facebook, I'm Terisa Griffin. On Instagram, I'm Terisa_Griffin. And if you go to my website, all of it is Terisa Griffin, and you can go to all of my social media from there. So stop by and shoot me a letter.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You have a good night.
Thank you. All right, James. See you later.
Uh-huh. Okay, y'all, we got one more. I'm a little bit over time, so we getting ready to bring her on in here. I want you all to help me to welcome the fabulous, the amazing, the incomparable Terri Green to the platform. Thank you so much for coming on.
How are you? How are you?
I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm good. I'm here in LA. I had to blur the background because I'm actually
That's
working
okay.
downstairs in the studio. We set up a studio here in Los Angeles with the Weather Girls, Dinah Rose, and we're just writing. And
Yeah,
today was a phenomenal day. So glad that you, James, got me back on. I was really happy to hear that you wanted to, just shoot the breeze for a few seconds. And
I mean, listen, that's Southern Stroll. Like, what's going on with that? Like,
I'm gonna be
what you
honest.
trying
I
to do?
don't
You trying
even
to make us
know.
break our knees or something?
No, I don't even know if my drummer, John Lampkin III, he had said, You did too wrong. Let me just do something for fun." And I was like, "I don't know you to be a Southern Soul producer, but okay." And then he sent me the beat, and I wrote that
Yeah.
really quickly.
I was
And I
gonna say
said,
you
"Oh, I
probably
got an
wrote it just
idea.
like that because
I got
that
an
beat is
idea."
amazing.
And then I have been trying to go with him. I like to go to Baltimore and play like locations where it's just people gonna, "Hey Ronald, how are you doing, sweetheart?" I like to play where people, gonna be real with you what the record's like. And the mayor of Bowie, Maryland, his daughter and her twin and their four friends, they got together and came up with a dance after I sent them the MP3. And then the rest is history. I just really like it's a fun record. I was actually it's pretty been written for a while.
Yeah,
So all the boots on the ground and all of that. And then
yeah,
later on, he went back, the drummer, my musical director, John went back and put the rap on it. And I was like, because he researched every place where there had been a rodeo or a
okay,
trail ride. And that's why everything makes sense in I was blown away how much education he put
yeah.
into that.
No,
And about black cowboys we referenced.
okay, okay. Listen, I love what I feel like it represents, and there's a lot of soul in that song,
Yes,
and it's just it's feel good music. So like
it
with
just feel
everything
good.
that's going on, like everything that's
Oh,
going on right now,
child.
to be able to turn that on, and it's just like the boots on the ground. It's like
Yeah,
it's,
and
it's
I'm a huge fan of 803 Fresh, And my publicist Tangi, thank you for getting me on again. Tangi had connected me to Yaya, the producer of the
Yeah,
record, and he told me a lot of advice. This record was already done by the time we spoke. He just told me, don't shy away, do what you want to do, Terry. Hit me on the back end, whatever. So everyone's door has been so open
yeah.
that I've been blown away with. I'm going tonight with Stevie Wonder's musicians down to the Blue Room in Los Angeles. Wayne Vaughn, who wrote Let's Groove Tonight, invited me. I'm
Uh-huh.
like, what is this clientele? Like, I feel like
Yeah,
I'm not worthy, but people are people, and fame doesn't matter to me. To
yeah.
maybe it matters more to others. I'm always cool. I'm always the same, 24 hours a
Yeah.
day. And I love what Teresa said. And please tell her. I don't know if she could hear this. She is freaking amazing. I mean, her
I
voice is delicious. It's delightful. I love her
she is,
loungewear concept. She's
yeah,
great.
she is absolutely amazing, but you are equally amazing. And that is why, when Tangi told me, okay, it's new music coming, I said, let's get her on. And it's
Oh,
it's
thank
it's
you.
always it's always a jump when I'm like, can we do it today? And she was like, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I was just
cool.
jet lagged because I was in 9 hours difference in Germany, and I've been in Paris. It was just crazy. I'm not even
Yeah.
trying to be like it's a fabulous. I'm
No,
tired
I get
sometimes,
it.
so I had to
When I tell
rest,
you I
and I
get it,
woke up today. Yeah, and so
yeah,
with you,
when I tell you I get it, but you have an amazing product. You are an amazing artist, and I mean, I knew that from the first time that you came onto the network and onto the platform.
thank
Like,
you.
you are an amazing
I
artist. And
trust.
this song, when Tangi sent this to me,
I was
I
like,
said,
give him the
yeah.
video. He can post
I'm
it. We
like,
don't
yeah, we
care.
got to
Like,
get her
let
on
him do it.
and
We
talk about it.
surpassed. I didn't promote the video specifically of Two Wrongs, and we've been getting like 1,000 views a day, which is for an
Yeah,
independent. And I know Teresa touched on that. It's a lot of work for us, and we're so
uh-huh,
appreciative. Um, and like she said, you're doing authentically being who we are.
yeah,
Yes, I sung trance. Yes, I work with Avicii. Yeah, I toured with Guetta. But that doesn't change me as a black grown woman.
absolutely, absolutely. It does not.
Don't let the lipstick fool you. We can bounce with the rest of them. Caden Castle, Caden Castle down in Baltimore allowed me to shoot the video, and I had a plethora of different ages in it, and people just showed up to help me. And the NWO horn section showed up as contestants in the video. So I'm just
Yeah,
happy. People have just been riding for me, helping
I
me.
think I think
Tangy,
yeah, I think when the vibe is good, and I think when the spirit is good, the spirit within the person that's doing is good, you're gonna have lots of people who are
yeah,
coming out to help. And I think with videos too, it's kind of cycling back around. Obviously they used to have platforms and shows where all they played was videos, and
yeah.
you
We
know,
played a
kind
video in the
of,
living room, and that's the song playing. That's what people are doing. I
yeah.
look at the
I mean, but
timing of
but
when
people
people
are
do
getting
it.
back into seeing videos now,
Right.
and you're
I like
seeing more
making the
artists.
video.
Yeah, you're seeing more artists who are actually putting the time into making video
Yeah,
treatments and whatnot.
exactly. Yeah.
Even with Alvin Garrett and this new dance he got. I sent him a message like, listen, man, we ain't paying for no knee surgeries. You out here vibing
I
like that.
don't think mine is that difficult. I just haven't
It's
learned it
not.
yet. I was with the kids the other day and I was confused. I said, I can only do this barefoot.
Right.
So we still figure it out. But by the time I do the next shows, I'm just getting through some writing stuff. And my friend was in tears this morning. She was when I was writing, I got into my zone, which she said, I've not seen you in that zone as a writer. She said, I always knew what
Yeah.
you do. People don't know that you're like Rain Man. And I was writing,
Yeah.
and she's like, I never seen you like that in so long. And so LA this afternoon was phenomenal. We have 3 days set up, and then it's gonna be a good session, and she loves you, Dee Dee.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
it's just a good moment. I appreciate you for supporting me and
and
just being
likewise.
real. Mhm.
Yeah, likewise, because I mean the reality is you're supporting me too. If you don't come
I
on the
try to. I
platform,
try to
yeah.
repost, put it on
But
all the
if you
groups
don't
that
come
we're
on,
involved in.
then people don't have a reason to watch. So I appreciate you for
But we
taking
got
the
to see
time.
your cute face. You're
Well,
looking like one of those
that too.
actors.
But I don't let my mother hear me say that. She think I'm
No, no. You know, right now there's all these movies and just a lot of delicious chocolate men just all over doing these lead roles. And I think you get your Idris Elba on. Come on now.
Okay, okay, okay. Well, listen, I am so grateful to you. Thank you so much for taking the time out. Southern Stroll, it's available. Is it available for everybody to download now,
It will
or
be
where can they get
available
it
on
at?
Friday, but on my website www.terrigreenmusic.com is the link
Okay,
to grab the record. And if you don't want to do nothing, just go to YouTube. And I think if they're exclusively watching your page tonight, if you post it, they'll already be able to hear the song. So I know that you
absolutely.
were doing the interview, and I'm just letting it go. Just do what you
Well,
want.
listen, I will post. I will post what I have. But then the other cool thing, since the last time we spoke, we actually pay into BMI now, so we have the radio station and everything. And when it is released on Friday, I will upload it into the station so that then it's in rotation on the
You
station.
are an angel.
So
And
it
again,
will, and the fact that we pay into BMI, that kicks something back to you as it
well, I'm
streams and
I'm
things.
there, and anything I
So
can do, I post, I share throughout the groups, not
absolutely,
only in my own little page. So artists have to know that that is very helpful to share. DJs and
yes,
podcasters, you can join different groups of specifically the music that we're doing or shows they want to rewatch, and people really do it.
absolutely. But thank you so much. Any type of final words before I let you go?
I love. Let me see you do the southern, baby. Let's do
You knew
the
I wanted to
southern
hear that.
stroll, southern stroll. I just like the record. I don't really, my many things to Marvin A. Mack over at Urban Influencer. He was here
Uh-huh.
last night in the house, in telling us all kind of information, and we were like, Marvin, what time? Dropping me some T-shirts. Love him, and he actually had the idea for Two Wrongs. So I want to
Yeah.
thank him for being the guy.
Well, no, I thank you so much. And social media, where can people get you at?
www.terrigreenmusic.com, and all the links are there, whatever you want to find.
Got you.
Spotify. And if you're on Spotify, you have all my links as well. Terry Green with an I, not a Y. They're going to find me.
All right. Thank you so much. You have an amazing evening. Get you some rest because you've been out there.
Oh, I'm good now. You see, I got to go to the party tonight. I got to show up and look fresh. Ain't going to look no kind of bad tonight. I'm going to redo
Okay.
this whole.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome. You have a
You
good
have a
night.
good one. Good night.
Uh-huh. All right, y'all. We made it. We made it through these three conversations. I thought that was amazing. Definitely shout out to Miss Terri Green. Shout out to Terisa Griffin, and shout out to Obii, all who were amazing guests here on the platform. Remember that you can go back and watch this video. It will live permanently on the website. That is ugdpodcastingandradio.info. I am going to sign out here. The time is now 7:16. So Cat Queen and I are actually going to be back in about 15 minutes because we have another special conversation that's going to be going on tonight. So check back in with us in 15 minutes. We will be back here live again with another guest tonight. So, all right, y'all. I'll see y'all in a minute.